Alright, so first thing we're going to do is always get rid of this. You can get away with getting rid of the closing style tag. Set the body. We'll set the background to this color. And I like setting the margin to 0 to begin with. I think I'll set this as a display flex. Actually no, I don't need display flex here. We can go ahead with class equals C for the semicircles. C. So that'll be, let's go with a height of 100, width of 180, background, go with the red first. That's quite a big liner. 50. Actually, yeah, we need height. And then, hang on, let me do that B. Yeah. So targeting B and C, and we're going to set a border top left radius 80 pixels, and border top right of 80 pixels. I think I need to figure out the shorthand to these. I don't know if there is one. And then, yeah, okay, I can see they're a bit short, and probably doesn't want to be like a, there you go, that looks better. So can I make it more curvy? That looks roughly correct. Yeah, and then we're going to target the bottom one to transform and rotate 180 deg. Nice. And the background to be white. Oops, there you go. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Let's set this to margin auto. And is it top, the second one, a shorthand? No. Top and bottom is the first. Oh, oops, okay. Oh. Let's try that. Okay. We can adjust that. Okay. Next we want the inner. Oh, do they have a, that looks like it has a border, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a very thin border if it does. Let me just go with the, so the correct width. It needs to be a little bit wider, doesn't it? You can always adjust the circle after. don't think that makes a difference. I can adjust that, like I said. Let me just make that A for now. Command C, Command V, A. Let's make that a background of, that's the dark one, isn't it? So this is going to be the bar in the middle. Width of, let's just say 170, height of 20, that's close enough. Margin auto, that's pretty close. Again, we can adjust that. And then I think I'm just going to create one on the side here, the class of I for the inner circle. So we want to go I, and we're going to give this one a background with the yellow. What's the size of this? Let's say 40, height 40, roughly, and a width of 40, and a border radius of 50%. Make that circle. That might need to be a little bit bigger, but again we can adjust it. And then we're going to give this a border of let's say 10 pixel solid, and the dark. And then we're going to have to position this as absolute. We're going to do top 100. Okay, we're going to have to center this. Let's work out this one. Okay, it's not that 50. Okay, it's quite difficult to see that. So we're going to want the I think everything needs to be slightly wider. Can this be 200? Oops. Is that too big? I'm getting confused now. That looks too big to me. Yeah, it's way too big, isn't it? The width looks about right, but the height, I think that was better off at 90. Can I change this to like 50%? No, it don't work. I think it has to be a pixel. Yeah, it's got to be a pixel. 120. What's going on here? Is that the right? The height is okay there. How do I get that curve to be the same? 200. Oh, how do I do that? There's not like a border top. No. That is strange. Okay, that middle bit is accurate. It's just the curvature of the outside, isn't it? That's annoying me. Let's get rid of these while we're here. Don't need them. And then let's try and center this. Is that going to be 165-ish? Oh, and again, that's not quite in line, is it? I think it's... yeah, it's too low. Let's try 110. No. 115. Okay, that middle looks perfect. So what am I doing wrong with the curvature? There's something. Let's submit and see what it gives us. .2% match. It's not a bad score as well. I want that 100%.
1 hour later.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, here we go, I figured it out. So what I had to do in the end was make this a whole circle rather than two semicircles. So I've got one whole circle with a linear gradient going from red to white, and then covering the middle is this bar, also not a linear gradient. I don't know if I could have done this better, but I've done it on a linear gradient from left to right of green to the dark red to green, and then obviously in the middle I've kept that normally, and then that gives us the full curvature. So I worked out the reason I couldn't get a semicircle as the full curvature is because you have to have the height, the half of the width to get the accurate curvature of a circle. So if that doesn't math, then I don't think you can possibly get, or I couldn't figure out how to get the full curvature. So the only way I could think of doing it is creating a full circle like this. So I'll be back when I've minimized all this and we'll see what score we get. Okay, I think we're back and down to under 500 characters. We're at, I think, what looks to be 100% match, and we can submit. Fingers crossed. Okay, we got above 600, nice. And 100% match, there we go.